we show respect, we honor, we value everyone regardless of who they are, the color of their skin, or maybe whether they're boy or girl, female or male. So we give respect to everyone. So to share that with us, okay, we will introduce to you our speaker later. Okay, now we have 100 participants in the Zoom. And so can you give me a heart react button? Heart react button to show us that you are all listening. Very good. Okay, heart react button. Yan, I see a lot of hearts. Thank you very much. Right. So our objective for this morning is to make everyone aware what respect means in the school. Okay? In terms of gender, everyone is included. Okay. Second, objective is how do you do that? How do we understand one another regardless of our different sets of beliefs or personalities or characteristics? Okay? And third is how do we empower our community as one school to actively contribute to a very inclusive, respectful culture. Inclusive meaning everyone gets accepted, and we listen. We listen to each other. We honor each other. All right? So that's our objective for today. So I'm sure you understand that respect is important. If you understand that respect is important, give me another heart reaction button. Okay. So just use the Zoom feature. Very good. Okay. So we have a few raised hands. I would appreciate if you put your questions in the chat box. Okay. So that we can proceed. So house rules. It's important to have the rules for a very smooth webinar. One is to make this a safe space for everyone. That means we listen. Okay? Speak with respect, but you have to raise your hand and you have to be recognized before you speak. Okay? Third is turn on your camera so that we can know you're listening and you're not sleepy. Are you sleepy? I hope you're not sleepy. And four, stay on mute. Mute, okay? Mute when someone else is speaking. So I will give you time. We will give you time to ask questions later. So if you have a question, write it down, put it in the chat box. And later, I will read it for us to answer. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if that's clear. Thumbs up, please. Yes. Okay. So you can take down notes, get your paper and your pen, take down notes, and we can learn. Okay. So
Teacher, I got the yellow notes.
okay, that's good. Thank you. Miss Magallanes is asking to record. Miss Magallanes is a teacher, right? Tama po ba? Yes.
Yes.
Parent.
Parent po, parent.
Parent. Okay. So, we will ask permission po from the speaker if we can record. Okay lang po ba, Sir King, later if you record?
Yes po, ma'am. And also po, Teacher Kate, if it is possible for the students to have their parents with them, I guess it will be highly appreciated.
Teacher,
All right.
my
So, may we
father's
request?
name is Sir Darius Windle Cardenas.
Thank you, Jaco. May we request all? May we request
Recording in progress.
an adult or a guardian or a parent, maybe if your parent is not there, a tita or a tito to guide the children too. So,
Present po, teacher, nasa background lang.
alright. Thank you po. Thank you so much. This is so important for the parents also to be here because gender inclusivity is something that we hear a lot about, and there are many things, many questions that we have about the topic. And it's good that the speaker that we have this morning is also a very dedicated father. He also has kids. And okay, but first, as a Zonta is an organization where Tita Merlin of Alpha Angelicum, Miss Day of Holy Redeemer, and Miss Mara of Mary Bell Montessori, as well as Ansi Palma, our immediate past president. We're all members of this. So what do we do in Zonta? We have programs and projects that help build a better world for women and girls, and of course, our boys and men are included as well. So we begin with the Zonda prayer. So this is a short prayer. So please focus, center, and we shall do the prayer quietly, silently. Pray with us. We thank thee, Father, for your blessing and for your gracious loving care. Help us to honor Zonda's code to be in all things fair and square, and grant our prayers for lasting peace for all nations everywhere.
Tupo tayong lahat, sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Lupang hinihirang, ay baka may walang sound.
Sino ba yan? Meron mo? No?
Narinig na ako dito sa music.
It's okay, Jacob. Oh, mute lang ha, mute.
Good morning po. Hindi. 100 participants na oh. Everybody's flag.
Miss Kate, hindi narinig yung music.
Oh, wait lang tayo. Wait lang.
Alright. Oh, you did not hear the lupang hinihira?
Hindi po.
Also sounds you did not hear it.
Hindi po.
Pero sa end po, wala na pong sound.
Oh, that's thank you for telling me. Okay, so the lupang hinirang, I hope you sang it silently with all your heart to show our love for our country. And now we will first hear the welcome remarks. You will be welcomed by our Zonta past president, Ansi Palma. Tita Ansi has a message for everyone. Okay?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning
po.
Because you have classes, I also have classes.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Yes.
Morning po, Miss
Kaya ba
Alba.
magamot at tubo?
Okay, kids. Kids, let's mute again. Yeah. Kids, let's all listen to our elders. They have educational settings. So let us make this session a meaningful step toward building a more inclusive educational community. So everyone, thank you for all being here today, and let's begin this meaningful journey together.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much. Thank you so much, Past President Ansi. And as Tita Ansi said, we want a welcoming space for everyone. A kind of school where you feel at home and you feel free to learn. All right. So now, next is we will introduce. I'm sure you're excited to know who our speaker is. And I'm calling Ate Raylene Lantican, the president of the Golden Z Club, to read the introduction of to our speaker. Raylene, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Our resource person achieved cum laude when he completed his Bachelor of Science in Computer Science at Cavite State University, Cavite City Campus in 2011. In 2019, he pursued a Master's in Information Technology at the Technological University of the Philippines, Manila. He holds a role within Cavite State University, Cavite City Campus, where he serves as the Gender and Development Focal Person. Additionally, he is the president of the CSU System Move Gachopa Advocacy Group. His qualifications include certification as a trainer for men opposed to violence against women everywhere by the Philippine Commission on Women and as a trainer for kalalakihang tapat sa responsibilidad at obligasyon sa pamilya by the Commission on Population Development. He is now the chairperson for the Education, Training, and Capacity Building Committee of MOVE Philippines. He has also been certified as a community advocate for the anti-human trafficking campaign by the Commission on Filipinos Overseas. In 2022, he gained accreditation as a certified member of the Calabarzon GAD Resource Pool by the National Economic and Development Authority 4A. In 2023, the Cavite State University hailed him as the most outstanding GAD implementer of the year. Now, a shortlisted candidate for the National GAD Resource Pool of the Philippines Commission on Women Batch 9. He has made contributions to the field of information technology through his published research and paper presentations, emphasizing the importance of incorporating GAD principles into developmental technology. Last year, he was honored with the Best Paper Award for 2 consecutive years
Hello
for the
po.
CSU GAD Research Congress. An educator, an advocate, and a person with a big heart for service, please welcome Professor King David Agreta.
Thank you po.
Thank you so
Hi,
much.
good morning.
Good morning, King David.
Good morning. This is Sir David. Call me
Morning.
King.
I have
Good
new
morning
shirt from
po.
Roblox.
Alright. I believe that we are all excited, no? Oo, ayan, kitang-kita ko na we are all excited. I guess this is a mixture of participants coming from students, faculty, and staff. Tama po, no? Ma'am Kate, just to ask, ilan po ang ating participants na faculty members or staff?
Faculty members, yeah, it's hard to tell, pero tingin niyo po ba, from Alpha and
Siguro mga more
Beta,
than
how many teachers? Maybe we can ask them to raise hands. Kapag mga teachers, please raise your hands. We can easily count po. For teachers, raise hand, please. Teachers and administrators. Ayan, so we have how many? Kita mo, Sir King? Ayan,
yes po. Ayan, siguro yung iba
8,
ay
9. Yan ang ating mga teachers. Mga 9, 10.
okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
How about parents? Mga may parents
Parents po.
kasama.
Nandito sa work.
Gina Alburo kasama.
Alright, thank you. And their students.
King
Parents,
David.
ayan, 17 or so, plus those with their kids. Thank
My
you.
parents are work.
Okay, thank you po. All right, sige po. Allow me po to share the presentation. Yan. So I believe na we are all of our participants are from Laguna. Alam ko po na medyo nasalanta tayo ng bagyong Christine last week, but I'm really praying na we are all safe and sound. Ayan. Sige po. Is it already projected, kids, on your screen?
Yes po.
That's good. Okay. Really excited.
Yes po.
Because I guess this is a very unique setup of our seminar since marami po sa ating mga students ay on the lower years. You don't have to worry because the focus of Kuya King is that papaano natin matutulungan, how can we help our educational institution to be more gender inclusive. So to the best of my ability, I'm going to explain it in a simple way para kahit papaano ang ating mga students na nakikinig will also learn from this seminar. Okay, but our focus will be on strengthening the institutionalization of a gender inclusive on our educational setup. Okay? Again po, if there are parents or guardians, mas maganda po na makinig din tayo sa ating mga discussions na to because my approach for the next 45 minutes to 1 hour is more on internal and external approach, holistic approach for both parents, students, and even faculty members and staff. Okay? So, I believe Ma'am Kate already explained what is respect, right? So, ibig sabihin, again, respect means we have to treat others kindly and fairly. We have to listen to their feelings, and we have to value our opinion. And I believe that this is one of the policies that is already been institutionalized on your educational setup. Okay? So as we move forward with our discussion, makikita po natin ano pa yung mga dapat nating gawin para kahit papano on the early age of our children, of our students, they can also adapt yung ating gender inclusive culture. Okay? But since may mga kids tayo dito, I wanted to ask you if you are all ready to have some fun and get our bodies moving, because we're going to have a little energizer, okay? And I guess this is the best time to dance and shake our bodies. Okay lang ba yan sa ating mga kids na nandirito? Okay lang? Thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Please give me feedback, okay? Si Kuya King if the video is actually working, okay?
Ano video ito?
It's a dance video. We're going to dance, even though we're just sitting on our houses.
My name is ano,
All right, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. I love the choreographer, Jessica Black, aka J Black. All right, let's get it started. 4, 3, 2, 1. Doubles.
Yeah.
2.
Can we dance then? Oh, nice. Thank
Good.
you for participating,
4,
kids.
3,
Pati yung ating mga
2,
teachers dapat din, ha?
doubles. We're gonna pull across for 4, 4, 3, 2. Take it nice and slow across. Good. And down. Change sides. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over. We're gonna twist. Twist. Double. Single. Single. Double. Single. Single. Double. Good. Toe taps. Tap. Tap. Good.
I will pick the best dancer, ha?
We're gonna start from the top. 4, 4, 3, 2. Good. Doubles. 2 and 2. Change sides and 4, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna pull across for 4, 4, 3, 2. Nice and slow. Take it over. Over. Yes. Stand down. Other side. Take it over. And down. We're gonna twist. Make sure to get on those tippy toes. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Toe taps. Just groove with it. Good. All right, we're gonna have a change here. We're gonna have a nice deep breath. Good, both hands coming up. Here we go. Breathe it in. All right, we're gonna have single, single, double shoulders. Single, single, double. Good. Groove with it. Feel the beat. Bam, bam, double. Good. All right, we're gonna go back to that twist. Here we go. Double. Single, single, double. Toe taps. Tap. Good.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your participation. Ayan, medyo
Ako to.
I really appreciate everyone who danced.
Ako to, Daimas.
You're welcome. Ayan, sige po.
It was lagging.
Yeah, I guess it was one of the intermittent concerns that we have sa aming internet connection. But you don't have to worry, okay? I appreciate everyone.
to dance because it's laggy.
My apologies for that. Siguro it's because of the intermittent concern. But I want to appreciate Elijah. I guess Elijah is here. Pati si Robbie. Yes, they're very good in dancing. You will receive a gift from Kuya King. I will just hand it to Ma'am Kate. Hi, Elijah.
Hello po.
Good job.
Hello, my name is
Thank you
Jacob.
po.
All right, sige po. So let's continue our discussion. Ayan. For today's training objective, no, that we are actually focusing on the intervention on our educational setup. I'm going to orient you what are the details when it comes to gender in development. What is the advocacy of our government to institutionalize our programs in terms of God, and how can we step forward in terms of doing mechanisms and interventions for gender in development. You know what? I would like to really appreciate everyone, lalo na po yung ating mga partner schools, because it is very seldom for an educational institution to really localize gender in development. We have this misconception. Now, when it comes to gender in development, this is just for government employees. This is just for government owned and educational institution. But if you will try to notice po, since most of our schools here are under still the monitoring schema of the Department of Education, even private institutions, there is a memorandum na kung saan we have to really localize the intervention for gender in development. Okay, it might be different to explain on simple terms on how we could start educating as early as grade 1 students, but the way we institutionalize and give our policies, this would even be an avenue for this early age students to understand where are they going to start. Okay, and napakaganda. It's really powerful to really reiterate what is the meaning of respect, so that we can empower our community to have and foster an inclusive culture. Okay, so for our discussion, alam ko, and I really believe that even sa early mga students, elementary students, no, you have this open understanding, realization, and knowledge to what would be the discussions for today. That's why I also hope that even the guardians and parents are with them, so that they can really check and realize what is really happening in our society. Because there are really concerns that we tend to understand that it's okay. We normalize this kind of norms because of our culture, but at the end, this leads to some gender concerns. This leads to some needs that the society have to address. Wherein, as an educational institution, malaki po ang dapat po nating gawin to help our society. Okay? So sige po. Now, statistics on God. I believe may mga elementary schools and faculty members na nandito. Just to sum up, or just to have the tone of the discussion, is this the first
Mr.
time?
David,
Yes po, sir.
there's
Someone
a
is
strange
asking.
sound in my outside.
I'm sorry?
There's a strange sound in my outside.
Is it bothering you to listen to the discussion? I guess it would be okay. No,
Yes.
I'm going to also share my presentation, so that on your free time, if you want to read, you can also read it with your parents or guardians. Okay? Good. All right. Thank you. This statistics on gender and development, specifically for the parents and even higher elementary students na nandito, or even the faculty and staff, I always start my discussion, regardless of the bracket or range of the participants, with the numbers. because it would be really hard for us to understand where are we going to start with the advocacy if in the first place we don't know the statistics or the numbers of the concerns that we have to address. Okay, that's why I even asked you in the first place, sa mga faculty members po ba and staff na nandirito, is this the first time that you're going to attend a gender and development related seminar? Um, may I ask someone po to answer or to do the chat box? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Sige po. So let's have, sino dito mga students na mahal ang numbers or they love the subject mathematics? Wow. I guess parang most of you are mathematicians on your subject. Okay. So why am I going to show
Mathematics subject ako.
numbers or statistics in terms of God? Because these numbers don't lie. Diba? And these numbers that I'm going to project as well is the situation of our localities, of our nation, in terms of the concerns that we have to address. Okay? So nakalagay dito on my presentation. Ayan. Why there is a need for the God advocacy. No? What is God or the GAD? So when we say GAD, this is gender and development. Okay? When we are talking about development, it refers to a development perspective so that we can create a respectful society wherein the participatory and empowerment is equitable, sustainable, and we all have the freedom that we have to enjoy as well. Di po ba? And we are going to create a society wherein it is free from violence, as I have mentioned, respectful of human rights, because even the students, even the children, as described on the family code, 18 years old below, we have the obligation to give them a society which is free from violence. Yan. And then, our educational institution should also support self-determination and actualization of the potentials of our students. Because as early as grade 1, grade 2, hanggang sa elementary days, if they will not have the opportunity for the personal development that they are, it would be really hard for us to instill to them what are the advocacies of gender and development. Okay? So ibig sabihin, what we wanted here, teachers, faculty and non-faculty or even guardians, is we have to achieve the gender equality, which is patterned to the fundamental value of the human rights that we have. Okay? So why do we have this God advocacy? Yan. Because number one, there are differences or inequalities in terms of what women and men can. So habang tayo ay nagda-discuss, we are going to scrutinize, no? I-check natin what are the reasons or what are the social norms na kung saan it creates inequalities for both women and men. Okay? And then the other one po is that differences in the life situation, yan, of women and men. When we say differences in life, what are the opportunities that we could actually bring to our society sa mga kababaihan at kalalakihan? And all of this, pag tiningnan po natin, this would even lead to gender disparities. These inequalities po would lead to challenges. This would lead to limited resources and opportunities na kung saan as an educational institution, tayo po dapat is as a duty bearer, no? We have this opportunity to really shape the perspective, to really shape the understanding and awareness of all of our students in terms of their rights, in terms of the laws that they can be protected. That's why I even ask kung ilan yung parents, kasi this is a holistic approach. Even though that educational institution, we say that it's the second home wherein yung teachers are our parents, still, it is our main responsibility to give them awareness in terms of the rights as early as 3 years old. No? Sabi ni Ma'am Kate, I have also kids. Ang aking eldest, that's 11 years old. Sumunod is 10, and my youngest is 3 years old. Even my youngest kid alam niya ang difference ng sex at gender. Alam niya na inside our home, even though she's a girl, she can do a lot of things aside from the normal chores that her mama is actually giving her. Diba? So yung basic understanding to what sex and gender is all about. So if
Recording in progress.
Pag nasa loob ka ng house ninyo,
Vacuum the floor, mop the floor, wash the dishes.
okay, thank you. So doon pa lamang, palakpakan natin si Micah, alright? Kasi bakit? Aside from she's really doing her job at home, ay talaga namang binibigyan siya ng exposure ng kanyang mommy or ng kanyang daddy. So ibig sabihin, it doesn't necessarily mean if you are a little girl, you are just
Like
encapsulated for doing dishes.
paghuhugas ng plato, pagpupunas ng lamesa, even vacuum, right? Even what about, let's say, fixing some, halimbawa ay small fixing things sa mga sa lamp or sa mga electric fan or sa remote, ginagawa niyo ba yun? Or kahit planting, watering the plants, right? Kasi most of the time, yung mga ganoong activities na ginagawa sa loob ng tahanan, ang nangyayari, ibinibigay lamang sa mga lalaki or sa mga batang lalaki is associated with what? Physical strength. Diba? Kasi ang thinking, pagka mga mabibigat na bagay, dapat ibinibigay lang sa lalaki. Ibinibigay lang sa mga boys. Pero pag tinignan po natin yung exposure dapat natin, even doon sa loob ng ating bahay, it does not and it should not limit us to help our parents. Kung kaya naman at nag-iingat tayo. Tama? Diba? So we can actually do those things. So it doesn't limit kasi I'm a little girl. I'm a boy. Diba? So dapat, in terms of household chores, if you can really help your parents, regardless of what is that, on your own limitation, you can still help them. Okay? Now, that's on the student's approach. What about the parents or even the teachers? Yan, medyo technical tayo dito. When we say multiple burden, most of the time, yung women, as I have mentioned, they are really struggling when it comes to responsibilities, work, home care, and even child care. So this multiple burden, they can really limit the time and energy ng ating mga kababaihan. And most of the time, ang nangyayari po, nalilimutan na nila ang kanilang sarili. Nalilimutan na nila yung kanilang personal development. Okay? So in the long run, kung meron tayong understanding and awareness na evil aid of service, then definitely, this multiple burden can even be lessened. Alright? And of course, yung subordination. Yan, in a patriarchal system, women are often placed in lower position than men, leading unequal power dynamics. So madaling sabi, pag tiningnan po natin, from economic subordination, economic marginalization, and even political subordination, most of the time, yung mga positions for decision-making or higher position ng any organizations or agencies, ang kalimitang binibigyan ng chances ay mga kalalakihan. Okay? Why do you think so? Bakit kaya binibigyan most of the exposures sa kanila? These are based on research. Ano po? Nakalimitan, the very reason kahit hindi naman magiging effective dahil siya'y kalalakihan, kahit versus a babae na merong enough knowledge, may expertise, ang nakapit sa kanila is yung cultural perspective na laging uunahin ng mga babae ang kanilang pamilya. Laging uunahin ang kanilang anak. So that perspective limits them to be given certain opportunities. Okay? So pag tiningnan po natin, those are perspective that needs to be addressed and changed kasi it really limits what we can do as men and women. Okay? Another. Sure. Okay, please chat here. Thank you. Ayan. So, now, tingin tayo dito. We've already checked the basic of the patriarchal society. Tingin natin kung ano yung main core ng ating discussion for today. So, sabi dito, dun sa objective na finlash kanina nila Ma'am Kate, what does it take to have a gender-responsive educational institution? Yan. Ano ba ang kinakailangan natin? Kasi we most of the time we wanted equality, we wanted equity, we wanted to give everything to our students, to our stakeholders. Pero hindi natin alam kung saan tayo magsisimula. Okay? So what is the first thing that we have to do? We have to understand the basic of equality, equity, and justice. Okay? Ayun, if you have questions po or concern, you can always, yes, Aiden, go ahead. Do you have question?
Opo!
Sure. What is your question?
When I was a boy, I was also in an educational institution.
I'm sorry, again?
When I was a boy, I was also an educational institution.
Yes. As a student, you are
Sir,
part of the
Student
school.
ko,
So that's
student.
educational institution.
Sir.
Yes, go ahead, Cha.
sir, I connected my phone in my charger.
Sure, it's okay. So that you will not be empty. No, your battery will not be empty so that you can continue listening to Kuya King. All right? Sige po. Do we have more questions? Aiden, did I answer your question?
Opo!
Okay, good. Since you're a student, you're enrolled, you're under an educational institution. That's your school. Okay?
I
Sige.
was a holy.
All right, so thank you. So let's have this one. Ayan. And these are the terms. And for the higher elementary grades and even the faculty members and staff, this is really the foundation of the gender and development. We have to understand this three terms: the equality, equity, and justice. When we say gender equality, equity, and justice in school, this means that we have to ensure that all the students, regardless of their gender, they will have the same opportunities, resources, and support in order for them to succeed. Okay? Tatapat tandaan po natin that it is not a matter of giving everyone the opportunities, because that's equality. The assumption is that everyone benefits from the same support. This is the equal treatment. But when we say equity, this is a deeper understanding kung ano po yung kanilang pangangailangan. We have to evaluate what kind of support they really need in order to foster what we wanted to achieve, which is gender inclusive. Kasi marami pong pagkakataon na nagfe-fail ang isang program, maraming chances na hindi nagpo-prosper ang isang activity because we just wanted everyone to be participants. We just wanted everyone to have this. Pero wala nang proper understanding kung kailangan pala talaga nila ang programa na ito. Okay? Because gender equality focus on treating everyone the same, while equity recognizes that some students may need extra help to achieve fairness. To achieve the gender equality that we really wanted, we have to extend extra effort. Okay? And that leads me to the point of asking, if are we still doing, at least on your setup, in school setup, do we have advisory class?
Sir, napapawis yung hands ako. Can I wash my hands?
Sure, no problem. Go ahead. This is also recorded, so you can later watch this video. Okay, a message. And teacher, oh, no problem, no problem. Thank you. Yes, anyone who wants to answer, do we still practice like advisory class?
Sir, I have headphones are connected.
Wow, that's good. I don't have headphones connected with me. You're luckier than Kuya King. All right. Any teacher was here. Do we still practice? Okay, good. How do you practice your class advisory? Do you have regular meetups or meetings with them? Okay, that's really good. You have to consistently do that, no, ma'am, and other faculty members who's here. Because I really believe that even there's no exemption when it comes to the possible concerns or issues in terms of their gender. Lalo na po, no, there are even statistics. I can even provide statistics wherein some of the concerns in terms of their gender identity, sexual orientation, or worst comes to worst, kung ano pa yung mga pwede nilang magawa, malaki po ang nagiging percentage na kung saan private schools ang victims. Private schools becomes the vulnerable area for even sexual harassment, gender-based violence, and even bullying. Okay? This might be very technical for other students to listen, but this is really the best time for us to understand what is really happening on our educational setup. Okay, thank you. So if we really wanted to achieve gender equality, we have to really understand their needs. And understanding their needs would even lead us to justice. When we say gender justice, we have to seek and address deeper societal issues that might really cause this gender issue. It could be, as I mentioned, it could be bullying. It could be, let's say, discrimination. Okay, and we have to also realize that this concept in our school means creating an environment where all students feel safe. Okay, respected, and aside from safe and aside from respected, we have to also create an avenue where our educational institution provide empowerment to reach their full potentials, regardless of their gender. So it involves definitely involving the recognition of our biases, no po, in terms of the norms that we have. I have examples here later on. We have to promote inclusivity, and we also have to actively work to dismantle the barriers that prevent equal opportunities for everyone. Okay? So papaano po magmamanifest yun sa iba't ibang pamamaraan from our, we have to mainstream in our four focal functions, which is your instructions, you have your community involvement, you do basic research, and you do classroom management as well. Kasama po yan dun sa mga focal functions. Dapat po nagre-reflect lahat. Okay? And I believe 80% to 90% of what we do is on the instruction part. So I have full recommendations of how you can even start to make a gender inclusive society or culture sa inyong educational setup. Okay? Now, pag tiningnan po natin, no, these are the four, let's say, stages in order for us to have a gender inclusive educational institution. Ma'am Kate, just let me know kung last 10 minutes or 15 minutes na lang po ako, ha?
Sure, Sir King. Ako rin ay immerse sa talk mo eh.
All right, thank you. Okay, so the first one here is, what do you think is this? I want to hear perspective from the students. What do you see on the first projected image? Eyes.
Men and women science symbols.
Oh, thank you. I like that answer. It's men and women symbols. What else? If there are men and women symbol there or their symbolism on their sex, there's also eyes and of course my lens. In technical term, okay, sa atin-atin lang to. All right, this is what you call gender lens. Okay, when we say gender lens, it is a cultural perspective, kids, wherein we start to understand and we start to examine that there are things that needs to be done. There are inequalities in terms of how we shape gender experiences, the opportunities and outcomes given to women and men. Okay? And because we are also taking account the gender identities, the diverse gender identities that we have. Okay? So ibig sabihin, once we have this, we have to wear this, no? On our advocacy. Kasi ang tawag sa inyo, sa mga students na nandirito, you are the little God advocates. Do you want to be a hero of our society? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, Poacher. Yes, I will be the hero.
Okay, same here. I also wanted to become a hero. I wanted to fly actually. That's the power that I really wish to have.
I also tried this one from Harry Potter.
Yes, you like Harry Potter too. Okay, so that means if we really wanted to become part of our advocacy, since you are little advocates, meaning you're going to try to
Sir,
do things. Yes, po.
I I choose the true and the rainbow kingdom
Oh, Rainbow Kingdom. Why? Why do you chose that?
because of Netflix.
Because of Netflix. You love Netflix. I also love Netflix too. All right, good. Thank you. Okay, so going back here, so ibig pong sabihin ni Kuya King, we have to really wear this gender lens to become the advocacy because we are now understanding that, hey, there are things that needs to be done. There are gender concerns, there are inequalities. In order for us to 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 have a resolution to this, we have to understand what gender lens is. It's a perspective. Okay, so we have to change our perspective, which most of the time limits our opportunities because we are men and women, which is the normal perspective. Okay? So we have to prioritize as well marginalized sectors. Very highly technical, pero for the students who are even listening here, when we say marginalized, these are the group of people in our society that needs help. Okay? Can you give me group of people that needs help not because they are part of this sector but they are not really exposed to certain opportunities? Can you give me others, please? What are the sectors of our society that needs help? Yes, Jam. You're raising your hand. I saw it.
The beggars po.
Beggars. So how do you think? How can you help these people?
Um, you can send them to school or give them anything.
Okay?
Yes, yes, you have
You-
give them anything.
All right. What kind of anything is that? Foods.
Uh, it's made of food and shelter.
Food
Food
and
and
shelter,
shelter.
Elijah. Thank you.
Food
Okay.
and
Yes, that's one group.
food and shelter.
Okay. I've seen a message which is PWD. You know what PWD is, kids?
Persons with disability.
Persons with disabilities. Okay.
Person
Persons
with
with
disability.
disability.
My cousin has is a PWD.
Okay. Now, kids, no, since this is just part of our discussion, how can we help persons with disabilities on your own way? Because this is a way on how we could foster an inclusive society, meaning we help everyone. Yan. So, how can you help? Elijah? Elijah again?
My name is Jacob Manuel.
Yes, Jacob. Sige, it's your turn first.
What is ano question nito?
PWD, persons with disabilities. How can you help them?
I can help with beggars and food and shelter.
Okay, thank you. What about the person who answered
Please
it?
respect
Lane, Lane Amicael. How can you help this PWD? Yes, Lourdes, go ahead.
Treat them equally with respect.
Thank you. Treat them equally with respect. Right. So that's very good. Another marginalized sector is Chloe.
And give wheelchair po.
Give wheelchairs. Okay. That's one of the programs that you can do. Yes, Elijah, your turn.
Give them shelter and give them some food so that they will eat and they will have a long life.
Wow, thank you. Let's give Elijah an applause. Very good. Alright? Ibig sabihin, even the food, no, even shelter, yan, whatever that you can in order for us to foster an inclusive society regardless of their sectoral group in our society. PWD, what else? Senior citizen, senior citizen, your grandparents, the lolos and the lolas, that's also a marginalized sector, right? And imagine, how can we create an inclusive society for senior citizens or for grandparents or for lolos and lolas? Yes, uh sometimes I'm really having difficulties pronouncing the names of the kids. Parang iba na yung iba na yung mga mixture ng pangalan. Sige po, go ahead. Who's answering? Please state your name.
Ako ba? Jacob Manuel Ecadenas.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, what about Vanna? Vanna, you're answering.
Give them love and care.
Give them love and care. Give them love and care by showing respect, right? By always being right,
Sir.
right? And also, do not forget to use po and
Sir.
opo. Yes po.
Lolo and Lolo having a love and food and shelter.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. Okay, so let's continue. I really love the discussion, my dear students. You are all very good. So let's continue our discussion.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So ibig sabihin, on our own little ways, this does not limit us because we're kids, we cannot help them, right? So this is one way of we fostering an inclusive society in our classroom, in our school. Actually, not just in school, but even in our home, right? So sa lahat ng pupuntahan natin, my dear participants, my dear students, do not forget to show respect sa lahat ng tao. Because our advocacy starts with respecting people and it ends with respecting people again. All right, so respect and respect. Okay, now on the other hand, we have this. This might be very technical. This is for the faculty and staff. When we check this is what we call mainstreaming strategy. Okay, so it is a set of processes and strategies that we have to address and aim in order to recognize the gender concerns. Iba't iba pong proseso ang pinanggagalingan nito. Okay? And one of the most effective way in localizing the advocacy that we have is through institutionalizations. All the memos, all the policies and the programs that we have should be an avenue to promote women's empowerment and bring about gender equality. Okay? Once we were able to reach that, ito na po yung ating magiging sandigan. Okay? What do you have that is a group of people, they are interconnected with each other because that's what you call bureaucratic gender mainstreaming. So once we were able to reach our objective, this concept can remind us that this approach is ideally a commitment on leadership. Kasi regardless naman po if there are other organizations that's actually helping us, if there are organizations who wanted to extend their helping hands just to give us a basic orientation or seminar for gender and development, at the end of the day, this will not prosper if the leadership or the upper level management are not supportive. Okay? Kahit naman anong ganda at galing ng ating programa, kung hindi naman po yan susuportahan, it will not flourish. So we have to make sure that there's a commitment from the leadership down to the lower level or lowest level of our organizational structure. Okay, there should be a dynamic and daily operations to promote equality to men and women. Most importantly, this is a process of change. Okay, we have to carry it out led by our top management, and that's the fourth one. My apologies. This is the fourth one. Ayan. So ano yung nasa fourth one? And this is an inclusion of gender perspective. So from the designing, before we start our classroom, our school year, we have to design the curriculum which is gender responsive. We have to design our lesson plan which is gender inclusive. Even in the languages that we use, it should be gender fair. Even in the languages on how we treat our students inside our classroom should be gender responsive. Okay? So from the design, the implementation, and of course, we have to monitor and evaluate. I really believe that there's no organization na walang mga concern in terms of their gender. Okay? Lalo na sa panahon po natin ngayon, ang nakakalungkot is that again po, disclaimer, this might be a bit sensitive na po in terms of the violences, the harassments, and the bullying na experience ng mga bata as early as grade 1. No? And there are even reported cases. Always remember that once the students is within the vicinity of the school, we have what we call parental authority to them. Hindi ibig sabihin na pag nabully ang bata, ang sasabihin agad ng magulang ay dediretso doon sa magulang ng nambully. No. Ang kailangan po na nagkakaroon ng initiative is our school because we have this parental authority to them. It is our responsibility. Okay? And bullying is one of the concerns that we really have to address. There are a lot of materials. There are also a lot of laws that you can really be check on or that you on. Number one is the Anti-Bullying Act, no po, of 2013 as far as I remember. No, this fosters an avenue for the students to be protected regardless of their gender identity and sexual orientation and even gender expression. Yan. Kasi si bullying, if we will try, again, this is for the faculty members.
Sir.
Yes, go ahead. Who's that?
Bullying is bad.
Yes, exactly. That's bad. No? So we have to prevent it from happening. You can be a soldier of
Good manner.
right? Good. Okay. Instead of bullying other people, let's always foster genuine friendship to everyone. Okay? Kasi students, every time that you're inside the classroom, they are not just your friends. Your students, your teachers, the staff of the school is our family. They are family. Okay? So you have to always respect and love them. Not just loving them, but caring them. Okay? Give care to them. Yes, Vanna, you have a question?
Wala.
Ay, wala. Okay, good. You're listening. Okay, now, again po, that's, if we will, again, this is for the students and even guardians that's even listening. Yung Bullying Act is that it was stipulated there that it is defined as school. Yan po is from kinder, elementary, and even secondary. Yan po pagka mga colleges na, that's where in we have the RA 11313 or the Safe Spaces Act. Okay? Yan, that's one of the interventions that you can actually do. So please, sana po, the faculty members who's actually here, they are capacitated in terms of the basic law for the for the Bullying Act. And definitely, Ma'am Kate and even the UPLB, they can really help you. Mga God champion po natin yan sila. All right? So if you need help. So now, let's continue. Marami pa tayo madidiscuss regarding. It's 11:43 pa lang naman. Okay. So those are the focal functions that we have. And I also wanted to have this realization to everyone that we have to understand the problem. Imagine, the global statistics po, 15 to 49, these women and girls aged 15 to 49, they are experiencing certain forms of violence, no, perpetrated by other people. 70% of these reported cases coming from a total strangers. Okay? And only 40%.
Sir.
Yes, go ahead. What's that?
The sign means we will not be silenced.
Correct. So when you see that sign, That means that we don't have to tolerate this kind of harmful activities towards a person, right? Instead, we have to make sure that even though we're just a little student, we can do something to stop it, diba? By showing respect and love to other people. Okay? So always remember po, even this, yung sexual violence and sexual harassment, we have to make sure that we have group of people. We have to have an extensive localization of our grievance committee. You have for sure, CODI is not really applicable for private institutions because it's a mandate from the government, but you can still localize it. Instead, if you have grievance committee or misdemeanor for the educational institution for private schools, or you have your student handbook. Do you have student handbooks?
Yes po.
Good. If you have student
Yes po.
handbooks, is it stipulated there what if or in the event that students are being bullied, can if they experience violence or harassment, is that included there po? Or do you have a separate policy for that? For the faculty members or administrators that's present here? It is po. Okay. I really hope that it is included sa lahat po ng school na nandito. And aside from the inclusion, there is a strict implementation when it comes to that policy. Okay? Thank you po. All right. And again, this is for the parents and the students. This is what is happening. This is based on the PNP data. Okay. There's a total 13,122 vow cases, and it was even reported 2023. It might be less than two-thirds of the 20,717 cases which is reported in 2018, though the decline is because due to the restriction and reduction of reporting because of the pandemic. All right. So I believe that based on this interpretation, the lockdowns was one of the interpreted concern to have caused an increase in incidents but a decline in reporting due to the restricted mobility and availability of the services. So gusto ko lamang pong maging aware lahat po ng nandirito, lalo na po ang mga magulang, lalo na po ang mga school heads at administrators or faculty members, na sana po sa mga ganitong pagkakataon, we have to always be present with our kids. Kasi we can never tell what would happen. Ang karahasan po, ang violence, wala pong pinipiling pagkakataon yan. Walang pinipiling panahon, walang pinipiling private or public school ka ba, wala ring pinipiling edad, no po? We have to really be extra vigilant, lalo na po sa panahon natin ngayon. As early as 6, 7 years old, nawawala ang bata. Diba? After the school, someone will assume the responsibility, susunduin sila, nawawala, nare-report po. Diba? Marami pong cases na ganyan. So we have to do the strict implementation of that. Kasi nakakalungkot po yung mga bata na hindi na nakikita afterwards, or may mga nakikita pero kalulus-lunos na yung sitwasyon, no? I will not use those terms anymore since we have little ones here, but you know what I mean. Those heinous crimes that were perpetuated because of the simple violation of harassment and even violence. So we really have to be extra careful. And sana po, no, sana sa mga nanonood na mga magulang na nandirito, it is also our responsibility to attend parent teachers assembly, parent teachers association meeting. Yan, no? It should not be an excuse. Ang may mga nakakalungkot pa kung sino-sino yung pinapa-attend, right? Naaalala po ng bata yan. They will remember vividly if you as parent, if you as guardians are all present sa mga ganyang pagkakataon. So we have to make sure that we have to always give time to them, because giving time to them is showing them love. And spell time is not T-I-M-E. When we spell time, that's L-O-V-E. That's love. Okay? Now, so let's move forward. No? Parang, alam niyo, parang parang mas masayang makipag-usap sa mga bata kaysa sa mga professionals. Napansin ko lang yan, Ma'am Kate, ngayon lang. Ewan ko, parang sobrang exciting silang pakinggan because their answers are all genuine. And nakikita mo na ang gaganda din ng mga upbringing sa kanila because they understand what I'm talking about. So thank you. Thank you for this opportunity again. Now, ito po, balik tayo dito. So imagine, 18 to 24 years old women. Yan, no? Nakakalungkot. They are even experiencing certain kinds of harassment and even violence. And as I have mentioned, 70% are coming from a total stranger. 58% they are experiencing it sa mga street roads, esquinitas. This is a study according to the Social Weather Station. This is in 2016. Okay? In less than 10 minutes na lang po. Thank you, thank you. Less than 10 minutes na lang. All right, yan. So over 34% of experience worst forms of this kind of violence. And imagine po even po online violence and harassment because of the digital concerns that we have, because of the technology that we have right now. Please, to all the parents who are listening here, make sure that you give screen time to your kids. We can never tell how vast the digital platform is all about. Nakakalungkot din po na ang nangyayari, yung nagiging caregiver ng ating mga anak is technology. Ang nagiging caregiver ng ating mga anak is mobile phones. Para hindi sila mag-tantrums, we will give them mobile phones, which supposedly hindi po dapat. Diba? Kasi there are...
Sir,
yes po.
tantrums are bad.
Yeah. Exactly. Do you have screen time?
No.
Do you have limits when it comes to your mobile devices?
Opo.
Yes,
No.
you have to have screen time limit. Kasi this might cause a lot of concerns pagka you don't limit yourself in terms of using gadgets. Kasi you can never tell who are the people that might communicate you. That might even be part of, for example, a Roblox community. Yan. We have Roblox community. You can never tell kung sino ang mga tao na pwedeng makipag-communicate sa inyo. So we really have to be extra vigilant too. Okay? Now, and even Facebook, yan. You know what? I just wanted to share my 11-year-old daughter, my 10-year-old daughter, and 3-year-old daughter, they don't have any Facebook account. What they just have is a simple phone na nung nalaman ko na mayroon silang mga friends that they really don't know sa mga Roblox community. So as a parent, I even joined them gaming. So I've learned that it is not good for them. At least, please, to our parents and to our guardians or even teachers, sa mga parent teachers association meeting, always remind them that the students should have screen limit time. Kasi po, even trafficking, nangyayari po yan sa loob ng internet. So, nakakalungkot po pag na-abuse ang ating mga kabataan. Okay? That also means na even young boys and men can even be harassed too. No, as early as 7 years old. All right, so we have to be careful as well. Napakaganda po na we have to foster an inclusive and gender responsive in the same thought that we always remind our students that no one can touch your body. No one can touch the private parts of your body. Even your dad, even your teachers, etc. Okay? There's always a limitation to that. Right now. Sure, you may go ahead. All right, what else? Even in harassment in the workplace, nangyayari po yan. So, please po sa mga administrators na nandirito, this is the concern for the faculty members. We have to make sure that we create a zero tolerance for sexual harassment. So please have a basic orientation for the RA 7877 and the RA 11313 for your faculty members and staff. So ito po, ayan, yan po yung mga nangyayari sa online gender-based violence. So it's very important to really have a screen time to for our kids. Social media, Facebook po ang lagi. Yan, mobile phones. So imagine in 2025 to 2026, roughly around nasa 100 plus ang may access pagdating sa mobile devices at internet. More than 100% ng total population ng Pilipinas. So nakakalungkot po yan. Okay? So this one, yan po yung iba't ibang gender concerns, no? For other people with diverse OGs, they also experience that. I guess we have to focus on this. Ayan. Last 5 minutes po, no, para lang po alam natin kung ano yung, are we aware of the gender responsive education policy which was issued last 2017 by the Department of Education? Sa mga teachers po na nandito, are we aware of this? Or administrator, in terms of how we respond to the call of gender equality?
Wala na eh. Ba't hindi mo masabi trend?
All right.
Yes, we are aware of this, and
Okay, thank you. Okay. Since we are all aware of this is just another way of interpretation, kasi this 27 we are part of this. Some of the educational institution, they tend to say that DepEd, yes, they monitor it, pero doon sa mga implementing bodies, private institutions, private schools, from elementary, high, even secondary, or even SUCs, no, we have to make sure that we localize the intervention for the gender responsive basic education policy. Okay? So lahat po yan ay nakaangkla from the international to local mandates. Yan po yung Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You have the Magna Carta of Women, that's RA 9710. So para po sa kaalaman ng lahat ng mga kababaihan na faculty and guardians na nandirito, that is it is a comprehensive women's right law that protects in all forms, in all costs and all phases of your lives, si Magna Carta of Women. We also have the CEDAW. That's when you say CEDAW, that's the Convention on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women. It's an international treaty na ang localized term po niyan is yung Magna Carta of Women. And the very reason why we have laws, no, like this is because of the CEDAW. Okay? Andyan po tayo, private states, universities, colleges, private and public schools. Okay? Ito po yan. Yung CEDAW, it was even localized. We say yes. We said yes to this. Ito po yung mga batas na nandyan. Okay? And sana po, on your faculty development, we can always inject seminars or even trainings kahit dito. From anti-vowsy, harassment, rape victims assistance, anti-trafficking person. I guess this is the best time for private institutions to even, pag may mga awareness campaign, may mga family day, may mga meeting ang ating mga parents, I guess we have to make sure na somehow give them basic awareness sa mga batas na ito so that katulong niyo po sila directly in the event na nasa bahay ang ating mga estudyante. Okay? Yan po yan. Alright? Those are the laws. So, pasadahan ko po ito, yan po yung mga gender issues na dapat po nating tugunan based on the DepEd number 32 series of 2017. So from A to E po yan. No? What I have here, ayan po yung scope, andun tayo. Officials and employees of private elementary, junior, and senior high schools. Yan. And even the learners. So I have it here, no? Ano po yung cause? What I did is I created based on the God perspective kung anong activities to combat the concern. If the time will limit us, I will give this recommendations to everyone. Okay? Sige po. Less than 2 minutes na lang. Okay, last po. Ayan, 2 more minutes. For example, ayan, dito tayo sa, eto na lang. This should be properly explained. Gender biases and stereotypes are still embedded in the curricula, instructional methods and stereotypes. So please, one of the interventions na dapat magkaroon tayo is basic understanding and awareness ng ating mga faculty members and staff in terms of the proper curriculum content. Okay, gender fair language in terms of the content of our curriculum. So we have to ensure that materials and textbooks showcase diverse gender roles and includes examples of both men and women in various careers, accomplishment, and societal roles. Even the way we manage our students, even the way we give sources sa loob ng ating bahay at sa loob ng ating mga educational institution. Like this one, okay? It is a DepEd gendered lesson. Ang sabi dito, bilugan ang mga laruan ng pambabae at ikahon naman ang laruang panlalaki. This was even at its hype during pandemic. No, may nag-post na may nag-post na ate, no? Sabi nung student, "Ate, ang laruan ay laruan lang naman. Pwede naman lahat 'yan sa babae at lalaki, 'di ba? Ako nga naglalaro naman ako ng kotse-kotsihan. Naglalaro ako ng dinosaur. Lalaki ba ako? Hindi naman, 'di ba? So pwede rin sa babae. Same thing, damit.
Sir,
Pag lalaki nagdamit ba ng dress?
calling now.
Yes, sorry.
It's calling now.
Oh, sure. May answer. Go ahead. Just make sure, yan, you put your, yan, thank you, thank you. Okay, sabi ko, di ba naman, hindi ba pwede, di pwede to sa babae, parang damit. Di ba pag ang lalaki nagdamit agad, hindi naman siya bakla agad. Right? So in this simple term, we have to make sure that we are also aware of what are the activities that we are giving to the students. Same thing with addressing. Okay, last na po. 12 na. Hi guys. Yan. Guys is a popular way of addressing a group, yet it is an example of how we contribute to gender bias. Kasi yung hi guys is technically for men. All right? And also, in general, girls are praised for neatness of their work or their appearance. So while likely to receive attribute based on effort and ability. Yan. So there are even miscommunication on how we treated them fairly because the way boys and girls are treated differently in classroom work and operations. Another example, ayan pa. Okay? Yang tuklasin. Tingnan ang larawan sa ibaba. Ano ang pagkakaiba nila? Pag malakas, saan ilalagay? Lalaki, babae. Pag iyakin, saan ilalagay? Pag astig, lalaki ba or babae? This basic use of statements would even incorporate or create avenues for misunderstanding which defeats the purpose of us crying for gender equality. If in the first place, dun pa lamang sa konteksto, kung paano natin ibinibigay ang ating mga lessons, ay nagkakaroon na ng miscommunication. So I have here a link. Yan. Meron pong free, may free po na materials for gender fair language at gender fair media guidebook ang Philippine Commission on Women. Okay? So I will also be giving the links as well and other related resources para po maiprint ninyo at kahit maibigay po ninyo sa inyong mga estudyante. Diyan, pwede din po kayong pumunta. Okay? So, I guess we are short on the time, pero we have to, again, continue to foster inclusivity. And I hope na kahit papaano limited yung time, ay kahit may engagement pa rin tayo sa bawat isa. And sana po sa mga susunod pa ay magkaroon talaga ng proper intervention ng mga gender sensitivity for both faculty and students and even the non-academic employees. So ayan po yung aking mga recommendations na nandyan. I will just be giving it to Ma'am Kate para ma-hand over sa inyo. Even the links para naman po ay masuportahan po kayo sa mga resources na pangangailangan at kailangan ninyo. Okay? So sige po, maraming salamat for listening, kids. Always remember that treat other people with love and care. All right? That's the first step.
Thank you din po.
That's the first step para magkaroon tayo ng
Thank you po and bye-bye.
Okay. Okay. Can we all say
Bye-bye.
Nagka-picture tayo.
May picture pa daw. Teka lang. Wala mo nang magbababay.
Wala mo na magbabay. Okay. Yan. Okay, smile everyone. Look at the camera. Yan. 1, 2, 3. Stay smiling because I have 4 frames. Okay, hold the smile. Next. All right. Next. And the last one. Okay, can you join me in thanking Sir King by giving him a heart react button? Thank you so much for giving us those lessons for the parents, teachers, and our students. So remember everyone, it's a superpower ha. You want to be a hero, di ba? If you want to be a hero, you are already a hero if you know how to listen.
We're not hero.
Show love and affection and support and give extra help to others when needed. Okay?
Eat vegetables and fruits.
Yes. Kasama yan. Eat vegetables din. Thank you so much po, dear teacher. So, today we learned not we have to get informed, we act and be vigilant. And
King.
Japanese? Arigato gozaimasu for coming.
Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu.
Gozaimasu. Okay, enjoy your life, everyone.
Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. If you have questions, give it to your teachers and they will give it to me. Okay?
Bye pa. Bye. Can I leave?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, Miss. Bye, Miss. Bye-bye.
Pwede ka mag-stay ha para makausap natin si Ansi, si Tita Merlin. Tita Merlin, are you still here? Tapos si Principal. Bye po. Thank you. Ang cute na mga bata.